Cinnamon roll cake. Cinnamon roll steel cut. I'm sensing a theme here. Watermelon. Not present. Biscuit and gravy casserole. I await the biscuit and gravy casserole. Biscuit. One biscuit and gravy casserole. Two things about this Sunday. One, I don't know if Fuller is going to make it. Fuller is very, very sick.
My goal is to survive today and get in my bed.
The second thing is, it's Compassion Sunday here at our church. We are massive, massive fans of Compassion International, and we partner with them and to help end poverty and sponsor kids. The Jeff Moore is here.
I know what you're thinking today.
What's going on here, Angelo? Did you forget to practice or something?
Didn't practice? Practice? We sitting here. I'm supposed to be franchise player, and we here talking about practice, not a game.
I did not practice. I'm still trying to learn it.
Oh, whatever. These guys, this is our rhythm section.
Yeah.
Drummer, bass player.
Never had too much
These guys are killing it.
And today we're really going to be inviting those of you that don't have a Compassion child already, or if you have one, either to take another one, or challenge you in 2020 to go and visit your child.
So on three, we're going to say angels today, all right? Ready? 1, 2, 3, angels!
So this is Scott. He is with Compassion. He's here. What is your role with Compassion?
Well, I serve churches,
Okay.
basically, but I'm the regional manager for the Southeast
Okay.
for church relations for Compassion.
Yeah. And so Scott was telling me, he told me something that blew my mind a little bit. You said that you have ended poverty by 50%.
Yeah, I know it's strange.
That's global.
Yeah,
right?
but we have a new book that we're releasing because we believe there's some good news about poverty.
Yeah.
And most people are like, what? Because to be honest with you, we Christians sometimes can overuse that to try to get help for things. But what we have seen is that extreme poverty, which is people living on $1.90, $2, something like that, or less a day, that extreme poverty has been cut in half in the last 25 years.
Yeah.
Seriously, that's good news. So it's a winnable war.
Amazing.
Yeah, I agree. So there's some great organizations that are doing amazing things to try to help. But what we believe if you look at history and scripture, that if I was to change your surroundings, it rarely changes you.
Right.
But if I can help change you, you'll grow up and change your surroundings.
Yeah.
That's what Compassion does. We believe in child development, holistic child development, that poverty isn't just physical, that it's actually emotional as well, and kind of got a social, economic side or educational side to it. But we believe it starts spiritually.
Yeah.
So I'm not preaching a prosperity gospel, but we do believe that once you meet Jesus, whether you're here in this area, in the triangle, the triad, the poorest of the poor here, or whether you're in Kenya or Guatemala, that once you meet Jesus, poverty starts to leave your life.
I don't know if you know, or many churches don't know, but Compassion partners with churches because we've done at New Hope, we've had lots of different experiences, whether it's just have a table set up, right?
Yeah.
One year I remember you guys brought in like a huge trailer.
Yeah,
and created
the Compassion
an experience.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So this year we've got like a VR experience.
The virtual reality,
which I can't wait to do.
Yeah.
But I also know, I remember Fuller's running the camera. Fuller, we did a thing where our church sponsored like every child in an entire village.
The entire
right?
village, yep, in Haiti.
In Haiti. And so
Boho, Haiti, I believe.
So, two questions. If a person wants to sponsor a child and they see this and maybe they're like, that's something I want to do, where can they go?
Yeah.
And two, if a church wants to partner with Compassion to bring Compassion in and make a difference in the world.
Yeah.
To make poverty go from 50% to 0.
Oh yeah, I love that.
Where can they go? Where can they get more info?
Well, the good news is
I'll put these links below.
That's great. Is to go to these links because here's the beauty of it is this church, XYZ Church, may want to do a whole different approach to their missions than what New Hope is doing, and we can do that.
Okay.
We're on 4 continents. in 25 different countries. The beautiful thing that New Hope has done that's just changed the church, to be honest with you, is you've done short-term mission trips to serve in our churches. When you hear Compassion Project, it's a church. We serve only through a local
And those
church.
are in the villages that...
That's right.
Okay.
And so the New Hope people have gone and served together, gotten their hands and feet dirty, actually been the hands and feet of Jesus, and they've met their compassion children. We're starting to realize in the church in America, and in what I believe the wealthy part of the world, that the opposite of poverty isn't wealth. The opposite of poverty is enough, and we all have more than enough.
Yeah, that's true. So, we'll have some links below where you can get in touch with Compassion. Fuller, we need to create a new planning center title called Electric Guitar 1 / Emergency Backup. Fuller's basically dying today.
I do not feel
Fuller
good.
is really sick.
We start at 6:30.
6:15 is our call
6:15
time.
is our call time. Brian pulls up. He's putting his
6:05.
He's putting his gear out.
You got to give yourself time to set up.
Yeah, he's got 10 minutes. He's pulling up. He's putting his pedal out. He's grabbing his guitar. I walk up to him and go, "Good morning, Brian. Can you sing Good
Can
Grace?"
you lead a song?
You have
You
8
didn't-
minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah. You were a champ.
Absolutely, I can.
Was-
Always be prepared.
Yeah. And
Because opportunity will come when your worship leader gets deathly ill.
Oh my gosh.
Opportunity will knock on your door, and you need to be ready.
the harder I work, the luckier I get.
Good morning, New Hope Church. Stand with us and celebrate Jesus. Yeah. Put your hands up just like this. He's the King of Kings, the Lord of Lords. Jesus Christ, we're here from today, church. Lift your voice and sing with us. Come, let us worship our King. Take courage, hold on, be strong. Remember where our help comes from. Oh, 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 oh. Remember the one it all comes from, who knows how to make a single thing. Find us in the fields, Lord, find us in the fields.
And there's a God that walks over the earth. He's searching for a heart that is desperate and longing for a child that will give him their all, give it all. He wants it all.
So this is the Jeff Moore. I shared, when I met Jeff this morning, I shared this with him, that when I was 15 years old, my youth pastor taught me how to play guitar, and he used the song If You Could See What I See to teach me how to play guitar, which is a song you very well may know. But yeah, it's a song that Jeff, that you wrote. You're here with Compassion?
Yeah.
So maybe share a little bit about
Sure.
yourself, what you do with Compassion.
It's a long story for me and a quick snippet. In the mid '80s, I went with Compassion to Haiti. I'd never heard of their ministry. A friend of mine that managed the group Petra. If we have any old CCM folks out there,
Loved Petra.
and
Loved it.
and that really kind of changed the trajectory of my life. You know, it was overwhelmingly sad and broken and messed up. And then I saw these glimmers of hope of what Compassion was doing, and they really helped me learn how to navigate that part of my faith. And so that began a relationship. Compassion's been very committed to Christian music, so we partnered together on many tours. As I kind of prayed through my calling and how I should use my platform that God had given me, one of the things that I really felt Him lay in my heart was to connect people that listen to my music with the work that Compassion did. And as a result, there's some of you watching now that sponsor kids because you heard me talk about it at a show. And so that was has continued to be a great part of my life. And the older I got, early on I was like, man, I'm doing this awesome thing for God and for poor kids. And then, because when you're young, you're arrogant. No offense to the young people watching.
No, we can offend
it's
them all
just
you
how
want.
it is, man.
That's what we do.
And then as I got older, I just began to realize, gosh, it is not about me helping them. It is about us helping each other. And that's the great thing, right? When God invites us into something, it may look like we're assisting, but in reality, He's healing our heart. My 2 adopted daughters here with me today. They're from China. When I was thinking about going to China to adopt them, I was like, I'm going to rescue these kids and change their lives. And with God's help, we did that to some extent. But truly, it was my heart that he was
Yeah.
rescuing in the process. I
That's
made
awesome.
all that stuff. So, love the work of Compassion. I've just, I've worked with so many different ministries through my life, and these guys that are transparent, they continue to be Christ-centered. I was with their president just a few days ago, and he just was talking about how many times they've been offered like opportunity to grow if they would lower Jesus' profile in their ministry,
really?
including like federal funding, which they have never done.
Mm.
There's been no mission drift in Compassion, and so
That's
as a result,
awesome.
they've become one of the largest child evangelism ministries in the world, and that's not even really what they do. I mean, it's a byproduct of
Right.
loving the poor in a biblical way through the local church. So, I love the work that they're doing.
Yeah. Quick question for you. If people want to learn more about you and your
Yeah,
music,
sure.
I'll put links
Yeah.
below. Where can they go? And
Yeah, you can go
maybe
to
if you have an encouraging word for a
go to
worship leaders out there.
jeffmoore.com, which is with a G, GEOFFMOORE, or geoffmoore.com, as many of my more peripheral fan base
Geoff.
calls me. And man, I've had just I'm over 30 years now of writing and recording music.
Yeah.
First with my band, The Distance.
Yeah.
And then as a solo artist. So I've lived a very blessed life. My family
Yeah.
lives just outside of Nashville,
Oh, cool.
Tennessee, and you can find out about what we're doing there. This is my encouragement to you guys, is that, I'll look at you. My encouragement to you is that every great song you've written or every great song you've sung was born out of a local church. It was born out of a community somewhere. Don't detach yourself from a local community. Spend time in a local fellowship where you are growing alongside the people that you're singing to. And then my other piece of encouragement is that every song, if you're a songwriter, every song you write, find somebody that you respect who can look at it for biblical accuracy. We can say enough things that are not true long enough that they begin to sound true. That's the internet. But it is also one of the ways that songwriting, and particularly worship music, can drift away from real biblical accuracy. So don't be afraid to give your lyrics to somebody that knows God's word and will help you make sure that theologically you're staying on track, because truth needs to be everywhere, right? And it needs to be reflected not only through our teaching but through our music. And I'm so excited about what's going on in the worship movement right now. I just feel like God is inspiring some amazing songs and messages, but I just want to make sure we're really being accurate with everything we write and say.
Yeah, that's good. Thank you so
Yeah,
much.
you're
I
welcome,
really
buddy.
appreciate it. And
You're
thank you for taking time to share
Bless you.
with.
Yeah.
I really do appreciate that.
You're
very
welcome.
much.
Anything negative you want to see about Stephen Curtis Chapman?
Yeah,
I hear
well,
he's like a really mean person.
His nickname he has two of them, Prima and Donna. So it's awful. He's the nicest guy in the world, and you guys know it.